Today we are going to be studying about exploring life on Earth. In this video, we are going to be focusing on hierarchy of biological organization, a closer look at cells, and cells' heritable information. Let's begin with a hierarchy of biological organization. Everything around us is a part of the hierarchy of biological organization. The hierarchy of biological organization goes like this. It begins with the biosphere, which consists of the earth. The earth, all the living and non-living things in the earth is known as the biosphere, the land and the water. The ecosystem, all the living and non-living things in an environment that communicate with each other is known as an ecosystem. For example, a plant and an animal in any kind of desert. Next we go to a community. A community refers to only living organisms that communicate with each other, or only non-living organisms that communicate with each other. Next goes to population. Population refers to the same kind of organisms that communicate with each other. For example, all the human beings of a particular place is known as population, or a kind of trees in a particular place is known as a population. Next we go to an organism. An organism is an individual human being or an animal. It consists of all the organ systems, cells, or it's a unicellular organism, or it may be a multicellular organism. We go to organ and organ system. An organism is made up of different organs and organ systems. Organs are also known as organs are contained in the organ system. A group of organs form an organ system. For example, an intestine is an organ in a digestive system. Next we go to tissue. A group of organs combine to form a tissue. Next is cells. In a tissue there is a smaller unit known as cell. Cell is a basic structural and functional unit of all living things. Every living thing begins its life as a single cell. Next we go to molecules. Each cell is made up of thousands of molecules in it. So our biological organization goes like this. There are many levels in our biological organization. Then we go to closer look at cells. Cells. A cell is the structural and functional unit of any living being. All the living things in the atmosphere is made up of cells. Cells can be an organism may be a unicellular organism, which means it contains only one cell, or it may be a multicellular organism which consists of trillions of cells. An example of a unicellular organism is a human being, and an example of multicellular organism is an example of unicellular organism is bacteria, and example of multicellular organism is human beings, as human body is made up of trillions and millions of cells. And so a cell consists of three main parts. It consists of the outer membrane known as a cell membrane, this outer membrane. Then it consists of the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is a liquid content of the cell. It forms a major part of the cell. And it consists of the nucleus. The nucleus is known as a structural unit of the cell. The nucleus consists of chromosomes. Chromosomes consist of DNA, which is the heritable information that we get from both the parents. And these are known as the cell organelles. The cell organelles are the other small organisms in the cell. For example, chloroplasts or ribosomes, lysosomes, etc. So, this is the basic structure of a human or animal cell. Okay, then cell's heritable information. In a cell, as I told you earlier, inside the nucleus there are chromosomes which consists of DNA. DNA refers to the heritable information from both the parents. The DNA consists of genes which consists of the information. Genes are like the storehouse of information. So DNA consists of two like lines that twine with each other, It consists of alphabets, which consists of all the orders that is supposed to be that the cell is supposed to perform. For example, it can give the cell information like in human beings, like create the hormone insulin, etc. So the DNA is very responsive, very important for the organism. As the cell is ready to split, the DNA divides to and may forms many other cells. This is how the information is herited from the parents to the offsprings. So that is about the cell's heritable information. So that's all for today's video. Thank you.